exponential health in 3 minutes. This video may be a bit longer than 3 minutes, yet in 3 minutes I'm going to show you exactly how to completely transform your health, and I guarantee you have not heard this before. You've been trying so many different things, like a fly hitting the wall or a window trying to get out. You could see your vision where you'd like to go, but you keep hitting the wall. If you feel like that, if you've gained 30 pounds and it feels like yesterday, even though it's been a decade, then listen up and grab your notepad. Write your notes underneath here. Write what you got in the comments. Trust me, it's not just for the algorithm, it's for you, it's for your algorithm, because what you write, you remember. When you write it, it transforms. It's like a contract with the universe, and it will change your life. Transform your life. Is it worth it? What is this vision for? What is the cost of inaction, of not taking a minute to write something down? What will it cost you? Because the first sign of advanced heart disease is death. You have 1,440 minutes every day. I'm telling you, 3 minutes is gonna be a game changer for your life. And you may be thinking to yourself, dude, 3 minutes ain't gonna change nothing. Yeah, well then do deep body weight squats for just 1 minute every day for the rest of the month. It's gonna transform your life. Why? Because you're gonna change your hormone level. Diabetes is a hormonal issue. Our hormones, well, most people's hormones, not mine, are out of whack. Why? Because you've been suffering. You've been putting yourself in a wheelchair since you were in middle school, in kindergarten. They've been having you sit down in a chair. That's the main thing we learned in school, is to sit. Most children will sit in a body weight squat and love it. That will be how they sit, and they'll pay attention better. When you sit in a chair, half your body is asleep. Get up, stand up, wake up, celebrate life. Imagine if you were in a wheelchair. Oh my Lord. You know what you do to be able to run, jump, play, dance, and sing? You would do just about everything. Yet, you disregard how vital and essential 3 minutes is to your health. I'm going to tell you this magic 3. This is what I have my students do every time, and they are shocked, in awe of how much it does. And I don't really want them to do it on their own the first time. I would like to see them do it, because sometimes people be doing a squat, be wiggling, be putting, like just sit in a chair. When you sit in a chair, it's completely different. The hinge, you're sitting back. You know your butt drops back. Sit in a chair, touch it, back up. Sit in a chair, touch, back up. Don't sit here for 1 second every time and breathe for a minute. Just keep on going for 1 simple minute. A timer is one of the greatest tools you could ever have. You don't need a gym. You don't need all this special equipment. Okay, get that 1 minute. 1 minute, you're gonna start huffing and puffing, breathing heavy. Squat, just body weight is number 1. Number 2 in the magic 3 is your push-up. Now, I hear you. You probably can't do a push-up for 1 minute. In fact, if you can do 40 push-ups, which is about 1 minute of push-ups straight, you are 97% less likely to have a heart attack than someone that can only do 10 push-ups. Look it up. Third exercise is for your core stabilization, because these two, in fact, a squat works your core more than a crunch in many studies. But we're gonna do a different exercise than just the crunch. We're gonna work your hip flexor, we're gonna work your quadricep, and you're gonna engage your whole body from head to toe. As a matter of fact, you're gonna point your toes while you do this, or flex them, either way, so that you can engage your feet and your total body, have that mind-body-muscle connection. Mind-muscle connection. Third one is leg lift. Now, when you do a leg lift, just like when you do a push-up and even a squat, your shoulders to your hips are gonna be a straight line, like the spine. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Make sure you hang in here for a little bit longer. I'm gonna make this video short and prompt because I have a student in a few minutes. Yet there is one secret that is essential, that is prerequisite. Prerequisite. I just wrote prereq, so I don't have to spell too much. Okay, there's a prerequisite to these three. But when you're doing the leg lift, you're laying on the ground and you're going to do a leg lift with both legs. If you need to, do it with a single leg. It's extraordinary the power that this takes to do for 1 minute. 60 seconds of fame, 60 seconds of fortune. The prerequisite is you must believe to achieve. The Christ code. It is an essential step that so many people miss out on. They're just going through the motions. Your mind muscle connection must be there, and the cause of all effect. Exercise is an effect, but the cause, right? This is an effect. Effect. Let's write that a little clearer. I'm getting excited. This is an effect, okay? Now the cause to all effect is what? Thought. You must have a proper thought that is emotionally charged. When you emotionally charge a thought, it becomes a belief. And once you have a belief, that creates emotional conviction, confidence, because you're doing it over and over again to become competent. And when you're competent, you get confidence. When you do it over and over again, you are consistent. And consistency is part of progressive overload, one of the greatest principles of fitness and life, because it works for everyone, everywhere, every time. This, and this is a tactic. Tactics work sometimes for some people somewhere along their journey. This is going to need to change. The strategy is 1 minute. 1 minute each. So you have 3 minutes in total of 1, 2, 3. That's a strategy. When to do it is when it works for you, because the best workout is the one that you will do. It could be the most complex workout. I could give you a great gym workout, a great body weight workout. The odds of you doing it are slim to none. Because if I say 3 minutes, you're gonna be like, either it's too good to be true and I'm not gonna do it, or you're actually gonna do it and test me. Come back to this video and write in the comments what happens in 30 days. Or you could go ahead and go to theperfectbodyweight.com and see what has happened to some of my students, even just doing it for 2 weeks. And that's not every single day. That's 3 to 5 times a week, right? You do this 3 times a week for 3 minutes, the 3x3, it's gonna change your game. You're gonna start using the art of compounding. And compounding really starts working in the latter, meaning the first week or two, you're gonna notice some effects. Yet once you get to 3 to 6 to 9 months, you're gonna notice an amazing effect. And let me be frank with you and be honest, after about 1 to 2 months, after that steady state where you are able to do this and it starts to feel really easy, because this is not gonna feel that easy in the beginning. It's gonna start to feel really easy. Then you do 2 sets and then you do 3 sets. Probably a month, depending on how long you've been inactive or sedentary for. Then you start to do your second set after a month. After 3 months, maybe you do 3 sets. It could be quicker than that. If you used to be an athlete and you've taken 10 years off, it may be quicker than that. Don't rush. When you rush, all involved is fatal. This is gonna apply the art of compounding, because you're gonna start to increase muscle tissue. And when you start to increase muscle tissue, you burn body fat on autopilot. This right here is the key. Intensity. 1 minute of exercise can be more effective than 45 minutes of activity. Why? Because your heart rate is at such a higher rate, you start panting, and that improves your cardiovascular endurance or cardiovascular threshold. When you start to apply this, that's one aspect, one factor of fitness, cardiovascular endurance or heart health, I like to call it. Another factor of fitness, we have 5. Another one is muscular strength. Another one is muscular endurance. You're hitting all 3 in 1 minute because you are going to start burning. And when you pant and burn, it's one of the greatest things you could ever do to see results, because when you pant, you increase what? Cardiovascular endurance or your cardiovascular threshold. When you burn, you start to increase your lactic acid threshold. And that is making it so you can do more. You get stronger by increasing your muscular strength, and you could do more repetitions, last longer by increasing your muscular endurance. And then you will protect your joints by increasing your muscle tissue so that you could go for walks pain-free, so that you could start running, so that you could go for small sprints, which will be a game changer. If you'd like to learn more, you could go to theperfectbodyweight.com, and I have a longer video that breaks down some of the science here and really includes the prerequisite. The prerequisite is you understanding the ROI and the COI, your cost of inaction, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, cancer, not being able to run to save a child that is in danger or an adult, not liking to look in the mirror and really hating yourself and your body, not being able to go out in public and feel confidence and conviction that you are increasing the value of other people's lives just by being there, because you are. It doesn't matter if you're obese or overweight, you are an amazing gem, you're beautiful. Yet it's important you realize that, and you are here to shine so bright, because if you're obese, you are literally shaving 10 to 15 years off your life according to the statistics. The prerequisite is the ROI also, return on investment. What will this do for you? You'll be able to look at yourself and be like, woohoo! You know how long it took me to be able to do that? I used to fail gym class because I didn't want to take off my shirt. My father died early because he had heart disease, because he didn't know about the power of 3 minutes and compounding. Some of us focus so much on compounding money, right? We put in our savings, we build businesses, we work 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day. What's 8 times 60? I'm asking for 3 minutes a day, and you're not gonna do it unless you really get the prerequisite down, your vision. Because without vision, we will perish. You must see that this is improving your life in more ways than one. Emotionally, physically, mentally, socially, occupationally, monetarily. It'll make money worth more to be more fit. I could say so much more. Yeah, I told you I'm gonna make this video short and sweet. And I got a wonderful student coming up that is transforming his life in so many ways. All right? His mother cried because he is 40. He thinks he's 40 pounds overweight, but it's more like 65. I love you, brother, if you're watching this. I've told you this. Most people say, I eat healthy, I'm not that overweight. Hey, look at my blood work. Aren't you surprised I don't have high blood pressure, high cholesterol? Where are you going with this? You're surprised that you don't have high blood pressure and high cholesterol. When are you gonna take action? Before it's too late? And I don't mean too late like my sale's gonna be off. I mean like you're gonna be dead, or you're gonna be in a hospital bed, or you're gonna have surgery and be limited in how much you could push yourself. Yet, Great movie, Bleed, for this. One of my favorite quotes. It's at the end of the movie. I know I won't ruin it because it is based on a true story. And I'm not going to say much about it, but I will say one little part about the end. And it's not going to ruin the movie at all. It's just a great quote. I wrote it on my quote of the day. She said, "What's the biggest lie you've ever been told?" And he said, "It's not that simple." She said, "Oh yeah, explain it." He said, No. That's the biggest lie I've ever been told. It's not that simple. It is that simple. Simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. Simplicity is the truth. Complex things are lies. You don't need to do all this extravagant work and be in a gym and count your macros and analyze every single calorie. You know how to what really to count, to make it count with your food? It's easy. You got 10 fingers. Banana, orange, strawberry, chard, collard greens. What other fruits and vegetables you like? Bell pepper. And I'm not talking a serving size that's smaller than small. Supersize me. Supersize your plate. It should be about that big, almost the size of your head, every serving of fruits and vegetables. Nice big apple. If it's a small orange like a clementine, then have 2 for 1 or maybe 3. Loquats, which we just harvested. What are the local fruits in your area and vegetables? What are you stepping on? The dandelion greens. What can you eat locally? And until you get to that point, just eat 10 fruits and vegetables from the store. Apple, banana, pear, orange, nectarine, blueberry, strawberries. They taste so good. Do not be deceived that it has too much sugar in it. Because it's so low in calories, those 10 fruits and vegetables are less than 1,000 calories. And they're going to displace the calorie-dense foods that are disrupting your hormones and causing weight gain because you have excess fuel or excess calories and you're not burning it off. Stay with me for more. You stuck in here for this long? Make sure to throw some notes down. Tell me what you got out of this and hit that subscribe button so you could get more notifications and change your algorithm so your circle of influence can be positive, healthy, and improve your life in so many ways that you will understand what math is for. What's math for, Dr. Keith? Math is so you could count your blessings. What are you grateful for today? Thank you.